Hey guys, welcome to For Collectors. My name is James, and on this one, we're gonna delve into a topic which I thought would be a cool series, and that is a topic of what is the best looking card for each Hall of Famer. Now, with this, I came up with the idea was because I'm putting together a card room. And in this card room, I'm thinking about making a big wall display with every Hall of Famer possible if it fits. And in doing so, I was wondering which is the best looking card for each Hall of Famer that displays the best. Whether it's eye appeal wise for the picture, the pose, the design of the card. And to help me with this, I thought of inviting my good friend Terry from TJMAC Vintage Cards and Nostalgia. Terry is someone that I respect in YouTube community because he tends to look at cards similarly to the way I look at cards. We like to break down the feel of the card, the look of the card, the way they're posed, the way it's married together with the design. And I couldn't think of anyone better than to tackle this project with, and he's been a great help, and I hope you enjoy what he has to say and the cards we choose. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So this is just my opinion or Terry's opinion and what we like. So you can feel free to comment if there's a different year or set that you prefer of a certain player. And that's just going to be fun to debate with. And maybe we missed one. Who knows? But without further ado, let me get Terry here to have some shine and introduce himself.
Hi everyone, TJMAC Vintage Cards and Nostalgia here. When James reached out to me asking if I would do a series depicting my favorite cards of Hall of Famers, I couldn't say yes fast enough. I have a great deal of respect for James as a person, as a collector, and as a content creator. I think he puts out some of the best sports card content on YouTube with his wonderful editing and narration, so I thought it would be a great project to work with him on. He also has a great appreciation for the details of cards, which I enjoy as well. Whether it be the overall design, the photography, or imagery, there's just certain things about cards that draw the both of us. So I hope you enjoy this series as much as James and I have putting it together.
Wow. Thank you, Terry. I'm humbled. But how about you take the honors and kick off the first Hall of Famer?
My favorite Johnny Bench card is the 1976 Topps. He does not have many cards of him in his catcher's gear from his playing days, and this one just stands out to me as defining who Johnny Bench was. Ever the competitor, he is standing what I think is after a close play at the plate. Maybe he got the best of the runner, or maybe the runner got the best of him, but either way we see the expression of a competitor here. The 1976 Topps set is just a wonderful design that I think is underappreciated with all the nice color matching. You can see the yellow piping on the inside, goes well with the yellow strip on the bottom, and then you got the red strip above the team name Reds with Bench's name that matches his chest protector and gear perfectly. Just a wonderful image of the catcher at battle.
My favorite Roberto Alomar card has to be with this 1990 Upper Deck example. I mean, who can dispute with this awesome action shot? Alomar is airborne, as you can tell, as he's avoiding the takeout barrel roll by a would-be runner. You can tell Roberto has only one thing on his mind, and that's completing the double play. The runner on the ground who's rolling around kicks up a lot of dirt, helping to create a more epic still shot. Now, if you think this is all the card has to offer, let's turn this card over. Now, once again, an epic shot. Here's Roberto eating some dirt as he's sliding into the base and, well, he's possibly getting hit in the face by the ball. Or maybe the ball's coming into the glove, as the defender makes a futile effort with the tag. Roberto is safe, and I just love all the dirt in the air. The simplistic card design allows for this picture to shine brightly, and this is why I love this card.
Throughout this series, you're going to find examples of where James and I have a different favorite card of a particular Hall of Famer, such as the case here with Lou Brock. James prefers the 65 Topps, and I prefer the 68 tops. I like the burlap design, as well as in the inset here you have this wonderful photo of Lou Brock finishing his swing in his home Cardinals uniform with a bright red cap, shirt underneath. It goes so nicely with the yellow circle depicting the team name and position. 1968 was also the year that the Cardinals appeared in their second World Series, and Lou Brock was quite the playoff performer, batting .391 in his career in the World Series. Just a wonderful image of the great Hall of Fame base stealer. And now I'll let James talk about what he likes about the 1965 design.
Thank you, Terry. This 1965 design of Lou Brock is my choice because I love the image of Lou Brock with his nice smile and the fact he's sporting the classic navy blue Cardinals cap. It's a basic portrait pose, but I think it lends well for a nice autograph by his white jersey. The red banner helps bring together all the reds in the card, helping to break up the dark tones. The yellow choice in color for his name also was a clever choice in palette, helping to pick up the Cardinals logo in the banner. It's a logo not seen much in many of the other sets, thus helping to add to the vintage feel. Overall, Lou Brock is carrying a great stick in the pick, typifying who he was as a Cardinal and as a baseball player.
My favorite Jimmie Foxx card is the 1935 Diamond Stars. Though Foxx only played 108 games at catcher in his career, there are just some cards that are bigger than even the players they depict, and this is one of them. Yes, Foxx, the three-time MVP, was one of the great sluggers of his era, but what I mean by that is this card really captures the essence of baseball, as you can see with the vintage chest protector and that large padded mitt that he wore. It almost looks like a pillow on a couch. And then behind him you have the imagery of the Art Deco, which was the dominant art style of the period, with the linear shapes, the blue, the red, and the purple. Just a very inviting and warm image of the great slugger.
This 1974 Topps card is my favorite example of Hall of Fame player Catfish Hunter. The design helps frame out what stands to be a sweet wind-up throw. Catfish is wearing an intense scowl barely visible by the shadow of his cap, but as you can tell, it's fairly menacing. The green and yellows are complemented nicely by the card's design. Two banners on the top and bottom help pull in the greens, and the yellow border helps to give accent to the yellows on his uniform. Everything else in the pick is out of focus, allowing for the player to stand out. Maybe this was a little foreshadowing by Topps, as 74 would see Catfish stand alone in the league with wins and ERA, which attributed to his Cy Young award-winning year.
My favorite Eddie Murray card is the 1984 Donruss. This is a set noted for its wonderful photography and design, and this Eddie Murray card is no exception. Here you have Murray at the plate with a ball coming in about head high. It looks like he might be laying off the pitch. In the background you have a blurred out shot that really brings the emphasis on Murray, the batter here. And he's got that classic tricolor helmet on with the black, with the white front and the orange brim. And then you got the Orioles logo that they wore in the 70s into the 80s. And this captures one of only 7 players in Major League Baseball history to have 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. Just a wonderful example of this card, and my favorite of his.
Hugh Duffy is represented here with his T206 example, in which he's captured hitting some balls during fielding practice. You can tell his left hand is grabbing for the bat, as he just let go of a ball in the air. What makes this card a winner, especially for me, is the myriad of colors used to bring to life this image. The blue and whites in his uniform are broken up nicely by the green grass, and just take a look at that breathtaking sky. The sun is setting on the field that depicts that they are almost done for the day. The golden yellow, coupled with the auburn orange, is what makes this image so alluring. You have to soak it all in, if not for at least a minute, as this is sheer beauty within a card.
My favorite Dennis Eckersley card is the 1985 Topps, showing him with the Chicago Cubs. Of course, we know that the Eck made his career as a Hall of Famer as the closer with the Oakland A's, but it is this card here that endears me the most. I just love the arm action in this photo that really shows you why there are so few people on this earth that can pitch in the major leagues. This is a true rubber band arm in action as he's catapulting the ball to the batter. What I also like about this card is the blurred out background that really puts the emphasis on the player, as well as the overall design with the color matching on the bottom with the blue to the uniform, and then you got the Chicago Cubs logo. Just an overall beautiful card.
This card is bittersweet because as a Yankees fan, David Ortiz gave me nightmares. I guess that's why I gravitated to this 2015 design. Topps managed to capture Big Papi's intense focus at the plate before a pitch. It's that same stare that kept me holding my breath between every pitch for the game. The card's design is really nice too, as it encapsulates both Big Papi with an etching effect and the picture with red piping. Towards the bottom of the card, you'll notice the gradual blue and red grain blend that disappears into the white. It helps to draw you into the picture while not taking away from it. The team logo on the bottom right is a nice touch. As you can tell, Topps used a ripple effect to add life to the team Ortiz plays for. Between the picture and the card design, this was hands down my choice to represent Big Papi with best.
My favorite Rod Carew card is the 1973 Topps. I look at this card and think, there's a baseball card. You see the 7-time batting champion in his well-tailored uniform and the classic baseball pose with his hands on his knees. Another detail I like about this card is the dark black piping that you can see that sets in the photo. And it scallops right around the silhouette of the second baseman that was part of the 73 Topps design. And I just think it makes for an overall eye-appealing image that just draws the viewer right in. Now I'll let James tell you why he prefers the 1979 Topps.
While I love your choice, Terry, there's just something about Rod Carew that I prefer to see in a card of him. That's of him swinging the lumber. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, let's start with the catcher readying to receive the pitch and Carew landing the toe that's ready to plant his base, which will eventually uncall a swing destined to meet the ball with the bat, sure to send one through the gap. Carew doesn't have many cards at the dish, thus making this one a must-own. The classic powdered blue uni is how I remember him growing up, and it marries well with the Twins banner. The AL All-Star emblazoned over his name lets you know he's a top performer in the league. Adding to the design is the classic Topps logo, which isn't showcased in many of the other sets. And I think it adds to the aesthetics like garnish on a fine meal. So this concludes our video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as Terry and I had making it. Please comment and let us know your thoughts. And stay tuned as there's many more celebrations of Hall of Fame great players on the way. Now, with that being said, continue collecting and thank you for watching.